the store and I saw bed sheets. And I was wondering what I looked like in a bed sheet. New fashion trend right there. Speaking of bed sheets, our first one wears one 24/7. Ladies and gentlemen, Habakkuk!
It's great to be here, Ellen.
It's great to have you. You're looking, well, not a day over 2,619 years old.
Well, I did start preaching around 609 to 598 BC, so...
Well, who did you preach to? What did God want from you? And what exactly were you trying to tell them, the Israelites?
Well, God wanted me to try to convince them to stop worshiping other idols and start worshiping our one true God.
Did it work?
Not really. The exile kind of happened right after I preached.
Where did you preach again?
I was a prophet in the southern kingdom of Judah.
Who was the king at the time?
Nebuchadnezzar was the king of the Babylonians.
How about the Israelites?
Jehoiakim.
Were they good kings?
Well, Nebuchadnezzar was the most important king of the Neo-Babylonian Empire, but he was rude to the Israelites. And Jehoiakim, he was the king of Judah. He was wicked and idolatrous, which made God angry at him, and which pretty much led up to the exile of the Israelites.
Vision that the Lord gave you. He showed you the exile of the Israelites, right? He showed you what would happen to them.
Yes, he did. He showed me what would happen to all of them. The ones who were faithful would be unharmed, and, well, the idolatrous ones, the ones who sinned, they'd be wiped out.
5 woes that you wrote. The first one was about the Babylonians being plundered, like they plundered others, right?
Yes. Yes, it was.
And what was the second woe about?
It was about how the Babylonians, it was actually an affliction towards the Babylonians for oppressing others to make themselves
5th
strong.
was about?
It was another affliction towards the Babylonians for being idolatrous and not worshiping God as the one true God.
So the woes were basically about payback?
Kind of. They were about all the stuff the Babylonians did, and that one day they would, pay for it.
Can you elaborate on stuff?
I'd say all the bad things the Babylonians did, that's pretty much what the stuff is about.
How did you feel when you wrote the canticle? You seem to have understood what God's reason for letting the Israelites suffer.
I did come to understand God's reasons. And I put my faith in him because I knew he would save us, though it did take some time.
Well, Habakkuk, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you for having me here.
But before you go, we have something for you.
Oh, you shouldn't have. You're too kind.
Nonsense!
I don't know what to say.
It's for your wardrobe.
Ah, thank you.
Well, see you around, Habakkuk.
See ya.
Well, that's a wrap, folks.